YouTube, what's good? Um, just getting in from a pretty long day of work, and got to stay consistent with the grind. Um, I was like thinking on the way home tonight too. I'm like, man, I'm tired. Today is one of those days where it's gonna count for me to upload, to just be consistent, and I'm realizing that YouTube is just like anything else. Very similar to working out, where if you want to see results, if you want to, yeah, especially now in this time and day and age, I should say, or during this time or this era, if you want to see results, you have to stay extremely consistent, and you can't give up, and you have to do it for yourself, and you have to do it to set an example. And even with pushing my music on SoundCloud, um, I got to stay consistent within that platform as well, because I want it. I want success so bad with everything that I'm doing, and I know I believe in myself. So there's nothing that, like, now I finally am giving into that. I'm giving into that energy that I have, and I know a lot of people probably have energy that they believe in themselves, but really, you don't really believe in yourself enough if you're not applying the work to do the things to get towards it. And I know that before, I had a lot of things holding me back. Like, I could say, like, as much as I enjoyed, smoking weed all the time before, like, I could say, like, I would have all these dreams and I would have all these thoughts when I would smoke weed, like all these feelings and energies that I would want to expand on. But I'm sure a lot of people that do, if you do smoke weed, like, it's one of those drugs that's like, it'll expand your creativity, but you won't make the move to take care of those things, which is crazy. And you just have to, like, I had to cut that. Like, that was a shackle on me. And you got to find, if there's certain things that are holding you back, like, as like I said, I'm not gonna say I might not smoke weed later in my life, or like I might not hit a joint or something later down in my life, but like, for the most part, I've been called away from it from the Most High on a real tip, because it's like, it was I was spending a lot of money on it. It was affecting me as a singer with my voice, like, and it had me on a low vibration too. Like, now, I told y'all, like, in past videos, the life high is crazy, man. The life high is so crazy. It's like, it's way more exhilarating than the weed high. The life high is like, whoa. Like, the life high is like, and I think a lot of people deal with a life high, and that's why they feel like they need to smoke weed, because they don't want to take in how fast life is moving. So they feel like they need to smoke weed to slow things down. But to each their own. I'm not here to judge or condemn anybody that does still burn herb. I just know that I needed to stop for myself in order to reach the next level of success for my life. And that's the realest I could be. And it was crazy, because it's like, I took, like, OGs could kind of sense, like, when I stopped, like, they knew, like, they could just kind of feel it. Like, I can tell, like, I saw a difference in the clarity in my face, and like, I feel like I got a different glow. People that I work with, my family, like, I just became a different person. That's another thing with the herb will do. It'll have you mad introverted, like, and I won't say that, like, I'm an extrovert, but I also won't say that I'm necessarily introverted. But like, the weed would just have me straight up introverted. Like, I'd just be like, I'm gonna go to the crib, smoke, lock in, play my game, make music, like, and that's where the focus was. I'd just be like, and like, there's this weird ideology that you feel too as an artist. Like, you could just be lit off the drugs, locked in, making the music, and it's like, spiritually, you're not really going anywhere. You might feel like you're making moves, you might feel like you're progressing in the physical realm. And I know that there's a lot of artists that still do burn herb that are successful. But for me, this is my story. It wasn't working for me. It was not working for me, because I was spending money on that I really didn't have. So it was like a push and pull, like, obviously, like, if I had a capital from, like, a label or from a different source, then I probably would have been able to support the habit. But I'm 10 times better without it right now. Like, but like I said, that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy the times that I was burning herb. It doesn't mean that, you know, I won't, ever hit a joint or something like that later down the line. At this point, it would be it would be like a relapse. But I've been called from that. I've been called from just being out too. Like, the Most High, like, I'm in an isolation period. I've said that in past videos. Like, I needed this in my life. I needed to get on this journey to be focused as a young man, to just be disciplined and chiseled on my focus. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to pull away from the matrix, but I kept being pulled away from the matrix. Like, I kept always ending up in isolation, and then like I would go out into the matrix thinking like, I'm supposed to be out in the matrix. I'm supposed to be getting out there in the matrix. And it's like, nah, like everybody has a different calling. Like my calling for sure right now, or maybe what's supposed to happen a while ago. Maybe I was supposed to be isolated and on this focus in my early 20s, but I wasn't on it. Maybe I was ignoring it. I didn't find it, and it, at the same time, maybe not, because the Most High works in he works in a perfect way, so like, because now where I'm at, I wouldn't have had any of this. Now I have my own place. I am, thankfully financially stable, but of course I'm striving to be more financially stable and in a better place. The pandemic definitely was a wake-up call for me to be even more disciplined with my finances. And like what I realize is like, nobody's really secure. None of us are really secure from anything. That's why I knew too, like this year, as far as self-improvement, I needed to have another grind. I needed to have another hustle. And that hustle was going to be YouTube, because I was like going down a list like, all right, I've got, I was gonna pick up like a side job. I was gonna work like overnight, or like just pick up even something like a Dunkin' Donuts like early, just to work, just to grind, just to, like I was gonna do like, I don't know, 6 in the morning to like 8, or like, just something where I could pick up a couple hours, like maybe not 6 to 8, obviously, because I probably have to do like 4 hours minimum, but like do something like that, like a 5 to 9 or something like that. Because I have a friend of mine that he was doing that at Dunkin', and then he was going to his regular job after that. But based off of my main job right now, my schedule is so crazy that I wouldn't have enough time to sleep or anything like that. So YouTube alone spiritually takes a lot of energy. That's why I think it's hard for people to stay consistent on YouTube, because YouTube alone takes a lot of energy spiritually. It takes a lot to turn on the camera and really, I don't want to say like these are like testimonies, right? Like, so when people are vlogging, it's basically a testimony of that person's personal life. Not, you can still, I can speak to you guys on the real and bring you into my personal life, but still be a private person. You know what I mean? I could still have privacy with certain things within my life, but at the same time, I could talk to those that follow me on a personal level about real life things. But, I don't want to say there's levels to it. There is levels to it, but, I know those that follow me will understand what I mean. I think I'm being logical when I say that. And I think a lot of content creators are that way as well. They can bring you into a realism situation to provide advice, or real life situations that have happened with testimony, but also keep certain things in their life private. I'm pretty sure that's what majority of content creators do. But when you're a vlogger, or you're a YouTuber that does more, I think, to the ground realism type of videos like this about self-improvement and just, real life day-to-day things, it's just a little bit more of it's just a little more complex. It's a little more complex, but at the same time, it's probably the most direct way to be. But, also, like I said, even though YouTube, I've made my second hustle, or like basically my second thing to add into my purpose journey, because I have music, I have fitness along with that. You know, I'm trying to rebrand myself and change up my whole, you know, attire, but I got to grind right now. You know, I got to grind right now to those things. So right now, the only thing I'm focused on, especially with the state of the world, as it's been in the last 2 years at least, has been to make sure that I'm financially, you know, stable. You know, I want to have a stronger foundation financially, and the other thing was taking care of my personal physical stuff. So like, you know, like I said, I got a physical done. That was one of the main things I needed to get done. So you know, the fact that I was able to get a physical and I'm all good health wise makes me feel like that has me, you know, sleeping like I'm happy that I went and got that done, so I know I'm good. You know, I'm clean. If I'm ever to get involved with anybody in the near future, I'm good. They got to make sure they good. They got to make sure they good. Yeah, because I got completely checked. You feel me? Like I'm good, but you know, like I'm saying, like, you know, we be out here partying, smoking, drinking, thinking that we all good. You know, it's a crazy hookup culture. You thinking that it's good out here. You like, make sure you get checked up. It's crazy because I just saw a video pop up about a young lady that was linked to like Nick Cannon and Chris Brown, and she said that she tested for HIV/AIDS, and it's like, you know, she wasn't getting regular checkups. Like, that's crazy. But like at the same time, you know, she confessed it, and you got to respect her for confessing it at this point now. But whoever was involved with her needs to get, you know, if those people weren't getting checked, you know, like, and it's crazy because most likely none of those dudes were getting checked to be able to even contact that person. Like, it's serious out here still, you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't just get an STI or STD test only. Like, I got a physical, but they ask if you want to get that stuff when you're getting a physical. So I was like, yeah, like I was wilding not like with a lot of people. I only had one partner, but like, you know, I don't know what's good out here. I don't know what's good out here. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to disrespect that person that I was involved with. I was involved with them, but I still had to be safe for me, you know what I mean? That's just me keeping it a buck. I had to be safe for me. And I advise anybody to. People, even in marriages or in committed relationships, we got to keep it real out here, man. You know what I mean? You don't know. You just have to pray and hope that you with somebody that is for you. And that's why, like, the times that we're in is crazy. Like, that's why, like, I just know I'm supposed to be isolated. You know, I have raised my vibration. I put myself, and my vibration can go down at any time. People try to bring me down to a lower vibration, and people are gonna try to bring you down to a low vibration every day, especially when you're operating on a high vibration. So you yourself, it's hard to stay on a high vibration. But doing works, doing things that feed your spirit. You know, me making music, making these works, making these videos, and just kind of expressing things, getting it up, being consistent on my YouTube channel. You know, me being honest with myself and those that follow me. Like, these things are rewarding and help me spiritually grow and help me spiritually feel healthy and rewarded, you know? So, I'm never trying to be disrespectful, but I do want to be honest. You know, some people don't like to hear the truth, and, the truth hurts, but I have to be honest and truthful for myself, because if I'm not, then I feel like, I feel convicted, honestly. But, also I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, like I don't, and I'm glad I'm on this tip right now. I've had to take accountability for all the mistakes that I made in my past relationship. Whoever I was involved with, I had to take accountability because I had a lot of traumas that I didn't fix within myself that attracted somebody like me, because you are who you attract. So I attracted the individual that was I attracted whoever's frequency matched mine, right? So I was on a low vibration. I attracted an individual on a low vibration, and I was doing low vibrational things. So it's like, I have nobody else to blame but myself. As a man, I have to take accountability. I don't blame that last person. But when it comes to your physicality, when it comes to you getting your body checked, You still got to get your body checked. That was the devil working on my brain too, coming out of the relationship. Was like, damn, like that was the only thing I was like, I gotta get my body checked. Like, but not even just with sex stuff. Like, I had been smoking a lot. I mean, I was getting inky. Like, I was just defiling myself. And I said that in the last video. I might have said that in the last video, but I'm gonna repeat it. Like, I was like, and it before that, my last partner, like whoever I was involved with then too, I wasn't getting checked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I have never been out there like that. I've always been a very conservative dude. Like, I'm not one of those guys that's been out here smashing a lot of females. Like, I had one long-term relationship, one or two long-term relationships in high school. Like, I may have had a few long-term flings out of high school, but I never was really involved with a lot of females like that. Like, the Most High had me focused, but when I was involved with those females, it was what it was, I just wasn't like operating where I needed to be. Like, I was supposed to be focused on this music, focused on my purpose, focused on getting my life together, focused on getting my money together as a man. And like, now I've realized I'm like, okay, this is where I should be. Like, I need to be 100% focused into getting my life to the next level. I need to be 100% focused on my finances. I need to be 100% focused on my health, on my physicality, on my hygiene, on my oral hygiene, on my, just simple things, making sure I'm current on all my expenses, my car, like, and it's not a lot to stress on, making sure I'm good at my job. Like, there's just so much as a man that I need to be focused on, because I feel driven and I feel a calling that I need to work hard to get to another level. I need to work hard if I aspire to get to another level. Otherwise, I will just be in the same place and I'll have nobody to blame but myself, So I want it. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. And now I've realized that I have this platform and other platforms too, like SoundCloud, to expand my expressions, and share my experiences as well and monetize that. But I need to put in the work and do what I need to do. No complaining, just get up and get the work done. And anything from the past, as I've said in past videos, I have to move on from it. I've learned from it, and I had to, already go through blood, sweat, and tears from my past. But now I need to use all of that as the fuel, which I kind of always felt like I could. But the first time I went through a heartbreak, I went to a darker place. That's when I started smoking, I started drinking, I was around other low vibrational people. So that's how I knew, coming out of, my last situation, I was like, I know I could feel that the Most High was bringing me to a horizon, like a space of clarity. And that's why, like, it's true, when one door closes, another one opens. Now I'm in a space of clarity where it's like, I have to be patient. I have to suffer physically. I have to suffer mentally, emotionally, spiritually, with a lot of things. But overall, I'm at peace and I'm happy as a man now. I feel whole. I feel, just warm. I feel good now as a man. I don't feel empty. I don't feel like, uneasy, unsure about things. I don't have anxiety. Now I feel like I've said, I feel like I'm spearheading towards what I really want in life, So, I just wanted to get on here. Gotta find a title for this one, but I'm glad that I was able to, like, this is probably one of my best videos, because I was really able to express how I feel. And this is why you got to keep doing what you do. This is why consistency matters, because today was one of the days that I was like really tired and not feeling like making anything. But I know that when it's like this, that's when I gotta go harder. That's when I gotta push myself to get more content out. So I appreciate anybody that's been supporting me on the channel. I want us to continue to grow here. I'm going to continue to grow on this channel, or for myself, but I want to continue to grow this channel. And I appreciate any support. Once again, if you haven't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be on this later. All right. Peace. Love y'all.